back and I gotta see why did you alone, mama wanna suck and to swallow me, whack ties.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy True and Livin checking in. March 22nd, I want y'all to check out my new shit, man. Long Way From Home. I want y'all dancing off beat like this white girl. You know what I mean? With the headphone wires hanging low. No AirPods, know what I mean? Check my shit out March 22nd. This is for the real ones, for the real G's, know what I mean? Long Way From Home.
Welcome to the Check-in Report. I am your humble host. I'm in the building. True and living as I live and breathe. How are you guys doing? Good evening, actually. I may need my music tonight. We are gathered here today to talk about a man who got kicked out of his home, cheated on. Was he scammed? Was he in a shout out to Dr. Umar? Was he in a snow bunny crisis? Was he in a snow bunny crisis? This is a black man who was dating a white woman who happened to be shooting OnlyFans content, right? Right, and and they shoot content together just to give some context to their whole relationship. They shoot content together on OnlyFans, but she stepped out on that man. He talks about paying her bills, paying her rent, stuff like things of that nature. I think they've been dating maybe 2 or 3 months. Is he in a snow bunny crisis? Did he get scammed by the snow bunny? Respectfully, let me hit that thing one time. We're here to talk about it. We're here to go through it. This video has been going viral on the internet. I saw it was going viral maybe 2 days ago on TikTok. How a man, he got kicked out. His girl told him, listen, I cheated. I did what I did. You gotta go. You gotta bounce. We're no longer together. I don't love you. I cheated on you. And what? And you paid my bills, but we only been dating for 2 months. I scammed you. Initially, pretty much in a roundabout way. That's pretty much what the whole situation was. Let's get to the video, man. Let's not waste no time here. Let's get to the festivity this evening. You know what I mean? Let's get to that right quick. Let's get my display capture on here. This is the man in question. Because remember, every male is not a man. Every male is not a man. But this is the man in question who has been paying this woman's bills. He's been taking care of this woman. He's been shooting OnlyFans content with her. He's been doing a lot for this woman. That comes out of his mouth, right? Actually, hold on. Give me 1 second, because I want to get my music on, because this is one of those nights where you got to play some music. You know what I mean? I want to have my music in the background. It's one of those festivities. I have my music. Give me a second. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully my music is playing. But this is the man. This is the individual. Let's get to the video though.
Welcome to the Loco Show. Welcome to my life, my hellhole,
Get my popcorn
where
ready.
I continuously love women and do for them, but outside of my means, and I get the short end of the stick. Welcome to my life, my hellhole. Welcome to where niggas pay bills and take care of women and stay faithful and get cheated on. Motherfuckers skipped out the door like, that's why I fuck you nigga all weekend. But I'm in here.
My nigga. You was paying her bills and she was cheating on you? Hold on. Don't tell me you was going out like that. You was going out sad like that, my brother? Was you going out sad like that where she had you paying her bills? And on top of paying her bills, she's out two-timing you. stepping out with other men. You paying a light bill, you paying a cable bill, cell phone bill, and she's out there two-timing you. Let's run that back. Let's run that back.
Welcome to where niggas pay bills and take care of women and stay faithful and get cheated on. Motherfuckers skipped out the door like, that's why I fucked me nigga all weekend, but I'm in here paying your bills. This is Haley Ray, everybody. On Facebook, outside, and I'm finna leak all your content.
Salute to Sinclair. I ain't see Sinclair was in. Salute to Sinclair. Let me hit the button for Sinclair. Hold on. Salute to Sinclair. Checked in. About the crazy lady who left her kids in the car. My word. Yeah, I've been busy, Sinclair. Salute to Sinclair. Yeah, man. But you know, listen. From what I hear in this video, they've only been dating for 2 months. They've only been dealing with each other for 2 months. He's paying this woman's bills, cable, her rent. What is really going on here? Did he get scammed?
For free. Yeah, how about that? I'm in it too, so I'm not exposed. I can expose myself. Don't pay for no more content, y'all. That shit for the free now. I'm leaking everything.
Hold on. So she's been shooting content, OnlyFans content with this dude. She's been shooting OnlyFans content. Now, this is my question to you brothers that shoot OnlyFans contents, whether it be with your girl, whether it be with some, you know, maybe just some real promiscuous girl that you met around the way that's want to get into OnlyFans. This is my question to you, right? Especially if you like the girl. What makes you think that she's not willing to shoot OnlyFans with other people? What makes you think that she won't take that camera, go get a Motel 6, go get a Holiday Inn, go to the Ramada, go to her place, go to the guy's place, and shoot some OnlyFans contents on the side while you're still dealing with her? You think it was just reserved for you? You think the OnlyFans was only reserved for you? She's out there doing that with everybody. She's out there doing that with, you know, Tom, Dick, and Harry. You know, Paul, Larry. She's dealing with all of them. Doing OnlyFans content, personalized OnlyFans content with them. You wasn't the only one. And, you know, listen, he kind of got scammed. He got scammed here. You know? He got scammed all in all. He got scammed.
Yeah, this what I go through. I pay bill, I pay the last month's rent.
He paying her rent. He's paying her cell phone bill. Warning. Like, where does it end? When do you have some respect as a man and say, you know what? I'm putting my foot down. I'm not going to be a simp. I'm not going to pay out of my pocket, spend all this oodles of money on a woman that I'm not married to, a woman that I'm not committed to, a woman that I've only been with for 2 months. Why are your simps coming out of your pocket out the rip with no impunity, no thought, no nothing? Just say, let me just open up my wallet and spend this and spend that. It's absolutely ridiculous. Let's continue.
I'm wrong. I'm wrong for staying home.
Give you your money. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, what about?
Warning. She's talking about kicking him out the house. Keep in mind, he's already paid her rent. He's paid her month's rent, and she's kicking him out to the curb. She cheated, not him. You know, normally, you know, a man would cheat and he'll get kicked out the house. Women have turned the tables on men. Really, think about it. Back in the day, what used to happen back in the day, it used to be some dude dealing with a woman. He'll be cheating on his girl or whatever. He'll come back home smelling like lipstick and cheap alcohol. And she'll kick him out the house for cheating, right? In 2024, you got women cheating and kicking the dude out the house. Hold on. have women turn the tables on men.
What about last month's money then? Might as well give me that too. Since you can do everything by yourself now. I'm not standing out nowhere. I deserve to be here.
I got my snacks, by the way. I got my chips, you know. Hold on. I got
Warning.
got my this is my favorite Cheez-Its too. The Cheez-Its snack mix. This is my favorite Cheez-Its. Is it it? Or the white cheddar. Let's get back to the video.
I ain't did shit wrong to get thrown out.
Hey, will you live here for your month of that month?
Yeah, whatever, man. You just feel like you're justified by what you did because you want to be right. You're wrong. You don't want to admit it. It sucks. It's hard. The truth really does hurt. When you know that I have not done nothing wrong to you and I have not cheated on you and you were just using me to get your rent paid.
And pretty much he knows. He knows that he has been used. He knows that he has been finessed. He knows that he has been scammed. Because deep down inside, a lot of these simps know. They feel it. They feel it in their heart of hearts. They feel it in their little Kool-Aid jam of heart. Deep down in their soul, in their gut, that something isn't right, that this woman is using me. This woman is taking advantage of my kindness, my love for her. And that's what she did to this dude. She took him for a ride. No doubts about it. Sinclair says, like, subscribe, turn on the notifications, share the content, join the chat, support the channel. That was a warning. Warning. Sinclair said it's March 2nd. So March rent is taken care of. Listen, man, you know, she's a businesswoman. I mean, listen, man, they say don't knock the hustle, man. Don't don't hate the player, hate the game, you know. She wanted to get her rent paid. She found herself a simp that was willing to pay it, that was willing to put the money down to pay the rent. And, you know, she settled in for the next month. You know, she could, because that's what women do. When they want, you know, it's not the fact, when women want you to pay their rent and you've only been dating them for a little bit, it's only so they can save some money. It's not that they don't have the money. It's not that they don't have some money saved up. It's not that they don't got no money in a bank account, that they're not getting some money from some other dude that's paying other stuff for them. It's not that they don't have money, you know, in different bank accounts and stuff like that. It's also they could save money for whatever they're trying to buy, whether it be a car, a purse, some red bottoms, a brand new dress, some earrings to get her hair done. It's all to do that. It's not to, you know, it's not that she needs it. These women can pay their money. Women generally, if we're talking collectively, women make more money than men. It's women with these, you know, that are more educated than men. You know, it's the only thing it is that women don't want to do, like the back-breaking jobs. They don't want to do like the roofing and the mining and the plumbing and the, you know, they don't want to do like those type of back-breaking jobs. But when you're talking about women with, you know, high earning women generally, and women that come into companies that right off the bat they make more money than men, I would say more women are making more money than men. But here this woman is, you know, I'm not saying that she's like an educated woman or nothing like that. I'm not trying to say that. Hold on. She's an OnlyFans content girl, you know? You know, she's probably, you know, squatting down low, shaking that tail feather, you know, making her little coins here and there, you know, get a couple simps in the DMs talking about, hey, can you send me a message? Can you send me a privatized a message? Know what I mean? That's her come up. I ain't knocking it. But, you know, a lot of dudes are being taken advantage of. Let's continue.
Yeah, all right. You were just using me to get your rent paid?
You know.
Using me to get your rent paid, and then when you got tired of me, you went to go fuck on somebody else. But you love me though, right? But exactly.
That's deep. That's deep. He asked her outright, but you love me though, right? And she says absolutely no, she doesn't. This woman, think about it. I just want y'all to think about this for a second. This man paid this woman's rent. He's been paying her bills. He's been financing this woman, right? Financing this woman. This woman don't love him. She don't care about him. She want him out her house. This is the woman he decided to dedicate his life to. You know, because a lot of times, you know, men, we kick the backs of women. We say like, you know, oh, this woman's a gold digger. This woman is taking advantage. But, you know, sometimes you have to give some responsibility to the men who decided to cuff these women. They decided to make an honest woman out of these women. He decided to say, you know what, that OnlyFans model, that girl that been busting it wide open for $20 a month to her subscribers, that's the girl I want to marry. That's the girl I want to commit to. That's the girl I want to pay her rent. That girl that been sliding down a pole, that been busting it wide open, she been letting random dudes enter into her womb. That's the girl I want to cuff. That's the girl I want to be with. At what point do we give responsibility to the men who decided to cuff these women? You know, I believe that the responsibility should be going to both of them. Yeah, is she wrong for kicking him out? Is she wrong for using him for, you know, monetary gain, whether it be for her rent? Absolutely. But we got to give him some responsibility as well for cuffing this woman, for being with this woman, for trying to make an honest woman out of this woman. Let's continue.
Thank you for lying to me for 2 months.
Sinclair says, is he mad because he got to move back to his mom's house? Hold on. You know, he may be mad because of that, because maybe he felt like, you know, he was really liking this girl. He probably moved out of his mom's house, you know, and he felt like, you know, he wanted to take advantage of this opportunity. You know, maybe he felt like there was something special there. You know, he's finally moving out of his mom's house, got this OnlyFans girlfriend. Things were on the up and up for him. Maybe that's how he was feeling at the time, you know.
Throw my shit, go ahead. I'm getting it all on camera.
I don't give a
Throw
fuck.
my shit. Yep, keep throwing my shit. Keep throwing my shit.
Oh, she getting all his stuff up out of it. Look at that.
Warning.
I'm getting it all on camera. This is why you ain't shit.
She
You
want
don't
him
need
out
no
of
scale.
there.
You don't sell shit. You don't get money.
You sell drugs, right?
Yeah.
You sell
Do I?
drugs, right?
Allegedly.
Look, she now snitching on him. Hold on. Now she trying to send the dude to jail. She yelling in the camera. You sell drugs, right? You sell drugs, right? Why you snitching? Is he and shout out to Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar said it best. A snow bunny crisis, respectfully. Is he in a snow bunny crisis, respectfully?
That's your skill. You just said, am I correct? That's my.
So pretty much they've admitted on camera that they've been selling drugs out of that home, pretty much because they've gone back and forth about this scale being in the house. Oh, you sell drugs, right? You sell drugs, right? Oh, that's your scale. Oh, that's not my scale. That's your scale. Pretty much y'all just snitching on each other. Now when the police decide to kick the door down, somebody's going to jail for selling drugs in the home, right? Let's just be rational here. So now you got people snitching. You got the girl snitching on him.
Scale, right?
Yep.
All right then. Allegedly. Hoes will be hoes. Some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes.
And we got to talk about, excuse me for eating in the mic. A little snack. But we got to talk about also his immaturity. Like, I understand it's a volatile situation. You've been cheated on. You know, your OnlyFans girlfriend has been cheating on you. She finessed you. She violated you. She scammed you. I understand. You know, it's a volatile situation, but you know, maybe this should be a time for you to, you know, be the responsible one in the situation, to be the level-headed situation. He's coming down to her level. He's singing a song. There's some hoes in this house. Like he wants to, like, you know, he's like really like coming down to her level of pettiness. And that's another thing. That's something that people should be aware of when you're dating. When you're dating, You know, somebody has to choose to be the grown up in the relationship. You know, when you constantly find someone that is matching your petty, like let's say you're dealing with someone and you know that other person, they have a petty attitude, right? So let's say they're petty. Like let's say, oh, you missed their call, they get an attitude about it. So the girl called you, she gets an attitude because you didn't pick up the phone when she called you, right? If you're continually matching her petty, now she called you, you didn't pick up. Now you call her, she didn't pick up. Now you're not gonna call her back. You're not gonna call her back for a whole day. It's just like real tit for tat. You don't need someone that's going to match your petty. Nobody needs someone that's going to match their petty. You need someone that's going to be the level-headed one, someone that's going to quarterback this thing, someone that's going to be the mature one to say, let me call this person back, when they, if they call me back, I'm going to pick up the phone on time. You need someone that's going to be the mature one. And what I see off the rip is that here you have a very immature man, he's singing there's some hoes in this house, there's some hoes, like he's singing the song and whatnot. It just shows me that, there's a level of immaturity here. Let's just be real about it.
There's some hoes in this house. Yup. Pay your rent. Wet ass pussy? You need to be able to pay your rent then. The fuck? I ain't gotta end shit. This my shit. She ain't my friend on Facebook. Motherfuckers finna know. Don't nobody need to fuck with Haley Ray. She's a thot. Don't take care of her. Don't spend no money on her. Don't pay her bills. She'll throw you. I paid your last month's rent. You don't work.
House,
yeah,
bro.
I'm finna leave.
Get out. You happy?
You happy?
Get the fuck.
Yeah.
She with him at the house now. Is he in a snow bunny crisis? I mean, clearly. She's barking at the top of her lungs, get out my house, get out my house. This is a very volatile relationship that 9 times out of 10, it's going to end in some type of domestic disturbance where the police are going to get called and they're going to take somebody. Somebody's going to go to jail. And let's just be honest, I'm just going to keep it a buck. If you're dating a white woman, I'm keeping it a buck. If you're dating a white woman and you're a black guy and they get a call about a domestic disturbance, you know who they're taking. They're taking the black guy. It's not even a debate. You can have marks and scratches all over your face, and she could be as brand new as a baby, and squeaky clean, and they're gonna take you. All right. Because normally when cops get called, they sympathize with the woman. So I'm just saying, more than likely, if you get into a relationship like this, it's going to be very volatile and police are going to get called.
I got my money now. Oh, yeah. That's evidence. I liked it. Come do it again. Come hit me again. I like it. Yeah, she hit me. Come do it again.
Sinclair says, his mom already made his bedroom into a craft room. He's so screwed. His mom already turned his room into a walk-in closet. She don't want him back. She got her shoes up in there. She got her, her different dresses and heels and stuff like that. Nah, you can't come on back here. You can't come back here, baby. I didn't turn your room into a walk-in closet. I can't. I can see that.
Yeah. No, it's on camera. It's on camera. Fucking niggas when you got niggas paying your bills. Yeah.
I mean, you was the nigga paying her bills though. Why? My thing is this: if you've only been dating her for a few months, why was you paying her bills? Why was you paying her bills? Why did you feel like it was necessary? Did she like scam you into paying her bills? Let's be honest. It happens to some dudes. They get a little bit of cookie. They get a little bit of cookie, and they feel like, you know what? I'm gonna pay this girl bills. I'm gonna fund her lifestyle. Whatever she wants to do, I'm gonna pay for it. And I'm thinking to myself, is that what the case was here? You know, did he get a little bit of cookie? Because he said he'd been messing with her on OnlyFans. He said they've been shooting content together. So I'm guessing, okay, they've been having fun for the last 2 months. They've been having fun on camera, and it got real. It got real. Whatever it was, we know whether she just stopped thinking he was fun or he wasn't hitting it right. Whatever it was. But at the end of the day, you got scammed, man. You know, it's best to just move on. I mean, you're trying to match this OnlyFans girl's petty. Like, bro, just get out of there, bro. She kicked you out the home. Ain't nothing you could do about it. What are you gonna do? You gonna fight on it? I mean, listen, you got scammed out of your rent money. All you can do is listen. I'll take it to the landlord. Tell the landlord, listen, I'm gonna be living here because I paid her rent for the last month. So listen, we could go to court. I don't know how you would set that up. I don't know if he's on the lease or whatever wherever they're staying at. But you know, I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, either you should just, you know, take your L and realize, you know, learn from this lesson. Stop simping over women. Stop paying women's rents and phone bills and all this other stuff when you only been dealing with them for a little while and they gave you a little bit of cookie, you know, and just move on. I mean, what else can you do? What else can you really do? I mean, what you gonna fight over it? You're not getting your money back. I can guarantee you that. You're definitely not getting your money back. That's the one thing you're not getting. You're definitely not gonna get your money back. Ain't no way you're getting your money back. Sinclair says that house is filthy. Of course it is. It's an OnlyFans model and a drug dealer. I wouldn't expect that house to be clean. She's dating a drug dealer and he's dating an OnlyFans girl. I don't expect that house. I mean, and I'm sure she does OnlyFans, but I think that she does like stripping on the side or something like that. She does something on the side. It's not just OnlyFans. You know what I mean? Because normally when girls get into that work, you know what I mean, they got a little something else on the side, whether it be stripping or something like that. I don't know. Maybe she's selling some cookie on the side. I don't know. Sinclair says, what's he out? $600? He probably did pay. He probably did pay like a little bit of $600. He's claiming that he paid her rent, but he's also saying he paid a bunch of bills for her. He said he's been paying her rent for the last 2 months. So I mean, he got to be in my estimate. He's probably within the thousands, because if he's been paying her rent for the last 2 months, even if it was $600, let's say he was paying. Let's say they got the cheapest apartment that you could think of. Or maybe he going half on it. I don't know. But let's say they got the cheapest apartment you could think of. He's still been paying it for 2 months. So that still would be at least $1,200. That's still $1,200 that he done spent on this girl, including whatever else he been paying, whether it be the phone bills or whether it be, you know, whatever she got going on or whatever. So he's out at least $1,200. I'm sure of it, because if he's been paying for 2 months, that's a hot minute.
Motherfucker skipped out the door and said because I'm finna pack my shit up and put it in my car. You can pay bills for a motherfucker, take care of a motherfucker, never cheat on a motherfucker, take care of their kids, all of that.
Oh, he been taking care of her kids. See, this is what I be saying, man. This is exactly what I be saying, man. Like, yo, man. See, the problem is, a lot of dudes in this generation, they just be simps. They be simps, you know? They meet a girl, they get a little bit of cookie, right? They may like the girl, they may vibe with her. I'm not knocking that. I'm not saying that these women aren't making connections with these men. They are. They probably she was vibing with him. He was paying for the bills. He was paying this, paying that, you know? They were smashing. They was having a good time. It was like, you know, that was the honeymoon era. You know, every relationship has a honeymoon era. Then it has a real, you know, when real stuff starts to happen, you know, and that'll test your relationship. Pretty much, You know, when things, you know, when things got bad, you know, she was like, yo, do I really want to be with this dude? You know, like, yeah, I mean, he's a third-rate drug dealer. He ain't hitting it right. I mean, he did get used. But in my opinion, I just think that a lot of men in this generation, they just simps. You know, a woman throw some cookie in your lap, and you over here paying her rent, you paying her bills. It's like, why? Why are you paying her rent and her bills? I don't get it. You taking care of her children. It's like, where's her baby daddy at? Why her baby daddy ain't taking care of them kids? Why her baby daddy ain't helping her with the rent where her kids is living? Like, you're not asking none of these questions. Like, I mean, clearly he was living with her. I mean, this is just me though. This is just me. If I was living with a woman like that and dealing with that type of situation, I would be asking questions. Like, if I'm like constantly paying for her children, and I know it might sound rude, but I would ask. If I'm like constantly taking care of her children and stuff like that, I would ask, like, yo, like, where's your kid's father at? They not like, he don't come through and help with nothing like that. Like, I would ask, like, you know what I mean? And again, see, the thing about me, I'm very inquisitive. That's the thing with a lot of dudes of this generation. They're not inquisitive. They're scared to ask a woman questions. They're scared to confront them. They're scared to ask questions. They're scared to be logical. They're scared to make them think. You should have been asking her questions. Why you can't pay this month's rent? You've been on OnlyFans shaking your little steak behind. I know you done made at least, you know, $200 on there. Put that towards the rent. You've been shaking that little steak behind on OnlyFans. You should have some ducats to pay something. Help out. Maybe I can help you halfway. But I can't pay the whole thing. Listen, hold on. I mean, that's just my opinion, though. That's just how I feel about the whole situation, you know? I mean, listen, you know? Sinclair says, plot twist.
Yeah, no, it don't matter. You fuck niggas. It don't matter. You been fucking niggas. All of that. Yeah, no, it don't matter. You fuck niggas. It don't matter. You been fucking niggas. Yeah, that's alright. You still fucked another nigga. You're a hoe. Yeah, alright.
This is absolutely sad.
Welcome to the Loco Show. Welcome to my life, my hellhole.
Run this back.
Where I continuously love women and do for them outside of my means, and I get the short end of the stick. Welcome to my life, my hellhole. Welcome to where niggas pay bills and take care of women and stay faithful and get cheated on. Motherfuckers skip.
What men could learn from this situation. I'm just giving my review, just talking through it. You know, just giving my thoughts. What men can learn from this situation is how not to be an overly emotional male. He's overly emotional. Like, dog, if your girl cheated on you and she kicked you out your house, you gotta wear that. You gotta wear that. If a woman don't want to be with you, she don't want to be with you. Ain't nothing you can do about it. That's number one. Number two, if it's her crib, if her name is on the lease, then dog, you gotta go. Your name ain't on the lease. You gotta go. She kicked you out the crib. You gotta go. Ain't nothing you can do about it. You can't fight it. You can't sit there and just moan about it. Oh, you cheated. Yeah. Like, dog, you don't live there. You're not on the lease. You gotta go. And what men could learn is to not be an overly emotional male. Take your losses and learn. Learn from your losses. Learn how to pick a better woman. Learn how to pick a woman that you can work with, that's not gonna act irrational, that's not gonna cheat on you, that's not gonna do these wild things. Cause you know, he was so mesmerized by the cookie being laid in his lap. You know, he wasn't thinking rational. Clearly he wasn't thinking rational. And now he's paying dearly for it, you know?
Out the door like, that's why I fucked me nigga all weekend. But I'm in here paying your bills. This is Haley Ray, everybody. On Facebook, outside, and I'm gonna leak all your content for free.
And that's another thing, you know, and it goes back to what I said about overly emotional males, right? Think about what I said, overly emotional males. He's talking about leaking her OnlyFans content. Now he knows that she makes money off of her OnlyFans, right? And he's gonna be so petty, and it goes back to what I said. Stop dating people that's going to match your petty. Stop dating people that's going to match your petty. You need to be with someone that's going to be level-headed. That if you're in that petty mood, that person is going to think a little bit above you, or think a little bit more irrational, or think a little bit more, you know, have a little bit more humility and say, you know, this person's feelings is hurt. Let me have a little bit more humility because their feelings is hurt, and let me just, you know, work with them. You know, you can't be dating people that match your petty, because when you're dating someone that matches your petty, you're gonna continually match their petty. Oh, you didn't pick up when I called. Oh, so when you call, I'm not gonna pick up. Oh, well, when you don't pick up when I had called you the first time, I'm not gonna answer your text messages. Well, if you're not gonna answer my text messages, I'm not gonna see you next Friday because we had an appointment, we was gonna chill out. Well, guess what? If you don't come in, like, it's just tit for tat. It's tit for tat. Like, stop dating people that's going to match your petty. You know, stop it. And, you know, another thing I forgot to mention on this whole thing right here is that, you know, he's talking about leaking her content. That's another thing. You know, revenge, P-O-R-N. I don't want to say the P word, but revenge, P-O-R-N. That's a serious charge. He could go to jail for that. He can go to prison for releasing her content, and she didn't want it to be released, or he's been holding or hoarding it, and he's about to release it to expose or something. That's called revenge, P-O-R-N, right? So, you know, that's a serious charge. But, you know, again, it goes back to what I said, emotional male. How not to be an emotional male. Let's continue.
Yeah, how about that? I'm in it too, so I'm not exposed. I can expose myself. Don't pay for no more content, y'all. That shit for the free now. I'm leaking everything.
See? He gonna leak all her content for what?
Yeah, this what I go through. I pay bill. I paid the last month's rent.
You paid last month rent because you got finessed. You got finessed. You got finessed. Listen, don't hate the player, hate the game. Ain't nothing you can do. You're not getting that money back. You already spent it. You know, you decide to be a simp and pay her rent. You know, you gotta take your lickings, man. Take your lickings and keep on ticking.
I'm wrong. I'm wrong for staying home.
Give you your money. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, what about you? Give me that too? Since you can do everything by yourself now.
He told him to get the F out the house.
I'm not standing on nowhere.
And again, like, this is something that you men, y'all need to check this out, man. Stop living with these women and your name ain't on the lease. Stop shacking up. You know, what do they call it? Hobosexual? What do they call it, Sinclair? They call it a hobosexual. When dudes that don't have nowhere to stay, you know, they shack up with some woman with their own place. Stop being a hobosexual, man. Stop being a hobosexual, man. Listen, man. You're gonna find it. You're gonna play them games. You're gonna find yourself out there in the cold. You're gonna be sleeping on the park bench in the frigid weather, cold, shivering. Stop being a hobosexual, man. And you know, stop shacking up. You know, just because a woman got a place and you want a warm meal and some cookie to lay in your lap overnight. You know, listen, man. Stop being a hobosexual, man. You playing dangerous games. You're gonna be out there in the cold.
I deserve to be here. I ain't did shit wrong to get thrown out.
He sounds like a child. I deserve to be here. I ain't do nothing to get to.
Yeah, whatever, man. Whatever, man. Whatever, man. You just feel like you're justified by what you did because you want to be right. You're wrong. You don't want to admit it. It sucks. It's hard. The truth really does hurt. When you know that I have not done nothing wrong to you and I have not cheated on you and you were just you.
And he's holding on to that. I never cheated on you. I never cheated on you. Dog, you're dating an OnlyFans model. Her job is to get smashed on camera. Her job is to be scantily clad and attract a bunch of simps that's gonna spend money on her. Her job is to be an overglorified, woman of the night, if you will. You decided to, I have to. A lot of times you have to like hammer the message home, but so people to get it. For people to really get it. Stop. Take responsibility. Take responsibility in the women that you choose to be with. If you know the family with a type of woman to marry, a type of woman that you could, build something with, why are you dating her? Why are you putting your tool in her? Why are you doing that? These are things to think about as a young man, Stop thinking with your other head and start thinking with your brain, man.
Using me to get your rent paid? Yeah, all right. You were just using me to get your rent paid?
Clearly.
Using me to get your rent paid, and then when you got tired of me, you went to go fuck on somebody else. But you love me though, right? But exactly. Thank you for lying to me for 2 months.
Sinclair says musicians. What are you talking about, Sinclair? You said musicians? He's a drug dealer. You know that, right? He's a drug dealer. That's why when they was talking about the scales, she was like, "Oh, do you sell drugs in the house? Do you sell drugs in the house?" She was saying that because I think he's a drug dealer. This is all, allegedly. Because if you got scales in the house, you already know what that is. You scaling drugs in the house. You're scaling stuff. You're weighing drugs. So that's what I think he's been doing. You got an OnlyFans model and a OnlyFans model and a drug dealer.
My shit, go ahead. I'm getting it all on camera.
Look at this. Look at this.
Yep, keep throwing my shit. Keep throwing my shit. I'm getting it all on camera. This is why you ain't shit. You don't need no scale. You don't sell shit. You don't get money.
See, this is what's gonna happen to you homosexuals. You dudes that want to shack up with these women just because they got a place. You're gonna get mad at you one day. You might burn the spaghetti. You might burn the spaghetti. You might leave the toilet seat up. She gonna bug out on you. Stop doing that, man. Stop shacking up with these women just because they got a place. Get your own. Stop doing that, man. A lot of you homosexuals, you wanna go to one woman's home, to another woman's home, another woman's couch. You're gonna be in a lot of hurt. When she start packing up your stuff, throwing it out, I want you out of here. You left the toilet seat up. You burnt the spaghetti. You ain't buy my kid nothing for Christmas. You're going to be finding yourself in those predicaments. Let's continue.
You sell drugs, right?
Yeah.
You sell drugs, right?
Allegedly. That's your skill you just said, am I correct?
And it goes back to what I said, man. Stop dating these overly emotional. He's overly emotional. Get your emotions in order. These are things for you men to think about.
That's my skill, right?
Yep.
All right then. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Hoes will be hoes. Some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house. Yep.
Sinclair says, you said hobosexual. I said musicians are the ones who move in. Well, yeah, a lot of musicians are hobosexuals. She was cool with his drug dealing when it paid her bills. I agree. She didn't mind, that eight ball of of that, that white substance, She didn't mind that paying her bills before. But when she want him out of here, you know, she's willing to rat on him. She's willing to drop the dime on him.
Pay your rent. Wet ass pussy, you need to be able to pay your rent then. The fuck?
She has some
I ain't got
Gucci
any
glasses.
shit. This my shit. She ain't my friend on Facebook. Motherfuckers finna know. Don't nobody need to fuck with Haley Ray. She's a thot. Don't take care of her. Don't spend no money on her. Don't pay her bills. She'll throw you. I paid the last month's rent. You don't work. Yeah, I'm finna leave.
Get out. You happy?
You happy?
Get the fuck
Yeah, I got
out.
my money now.
Bro.
Oh yeah. That's evidence. I like it. Come do it again. Come hit me again. I like it. Yeah, she hit me. Come do it again. Yeah. No, it's on camera. It's on camera. Fucking niggas when you got niggas paying your bills. Yeah. Motherfucker skipped out the door and said cause I'm finna pack my shit up and put it in my car. You can pay bills for a motherfucker, take care.
See, he said he gonna pack his stuff up. Listen to what he said. I'm gonna pack my stuff up and put it in my car. He didn't say I'm gonna pack my stuff up and bring it to my home, pack my stuff up and bring it to my apartment, pack my stuff up and bring it to my house, pack my stuff and put it in my car. He's a homosexual, respectfully. You know? And he played a dangerous game. And listen, they say when you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, man. You know, she flipped out on you.
Never motherfucker, never cheat on the motherfucker, take care of their kids, all of that. Yeah, no, it don't matter. You fuck niggas. It don't matter. You been fucking niggas.
Warning.
All of that. Yeah, no, it don't matter. You fuck niggas. It don't matter. You been fucking niggas. Yeah, that's alright. You still fucked another nigga. You're a hoe. Yeah, alright.
Absolutely ridiculous. And this is a cautionary tale, you know. This really is a cautionary tale. You know, listen, man. Men gotta wake up, man. Men gotta wake up. You know, you're gonna find yourself in these types of predicaments if you're not moving correctly. If you're not moving correctly, you know, you may find yourself, you know, woman grabbing your stuff and throwing it out the door because, you know, you've been acting ridiculous. Sinclair says, I'm going to put my stuff in my 2002 Toyota Tercel with the Wonka whip. Why you say he got a 2002 Toyota Tercel? Man, listen, man. Like, yo, men just gotta, and you know, it's mostly to the younger men. You know, the younger men just gotta move better, man. They gotta move better because he seemed like he may be in his like either mid to late 20s, possibly early 30s. But I mean, man, bro, like to be kicked out of your home in the middle of the winter. So you're dealing with that. Just think about it. You're dealing with that. You're dealing with getting kicked out of your home on top of your girl cheating on you. I mean, that's a cold winter. That's a cold winter. I mean, you know, I just got to be honest with you. A lot of people would be depressed. I mean, I know if a woman was dealing with that, she would be utterly depressed about that. If a woman found out that her man had been cheating on her and she's getting kicked out the apartment, I mean, that's a lot to take in. And it's funny, you know, a lot of this stuff is funny, but a lot of it is also a cautionary tale because there's a lot of young men living like this, you know, dealing with these women. You know, you're going from couch to couch to bed, You're shacking up with this woman that got her own crib. You're shacking up with this woman that got her own crib. And listen, like I said, all it takes is one argument. One argument. You left the toilet seat up. Oh, he got to go. Oh, he burnt the spaghetti. Oh, you got to go. He drunk all the Capri Suns for my kid. Oh, he got to go. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. All it takes is one argument. When you're living underneath a woman's roof, all it takes is one argument, bro. Cause she woman fully realize, like, he just some dude that just drops off the D. Really, he don't pay my bills. I could pay my own bills. My name is on this lease. My name is on this car insurance. My name is on this car registration. My name is on this cell phone bill. I'm paying all of this stuff by myself. He may help me here and there. He may pay a bill here and there, pay a bill here, pay a bill there. But at the end of the day, I mean, I've been sustaining all this time. So if I want to freak off with this dude on the side, or if I want to step out this night, or if I want to go to the club and do this, I can do that because he just dropping off the D. And as soon as he get out of line, as soon as he take one of my kids' Capri Sun juices out of the fridge, and he didn't ask, as soon as he leaves the toilet seat up, don't put it back down, as soon as he burned the spaghetti, as soon as he said something a little slick out his mouth, as soon as we go to the grocery store and he don't want to pay for my groceries, he gotta go. Hold on. I'm just keeping it real in the field right now. We got 5 people in here. Make sure you hit that like button. That is a warning. Warning. That is a warning. Sinclair says, you don't move in with someone you've been with for 60 days. You don't even know them. Exactly. I agree 1000%. You don't move in with someone you just met. You just met them for 2 months. You just met them in 2 weeks. You don't move in with people. You don't know. See, it takes a minute for people to learn people's habits. Like, you may be dating a woman for, like, let's say 9 months. You may be dating her for 8-9 months, but you've never lived with her. It's a whole nother stretch of you living with her. You got to deal with her habits. What time does she wake up at night? Does she get up and want to scratch her nose and get a drink of water where it'll disturb your sleep? Does she have allergies? Does she have to take care of some family member where she has to get up at the middle of the night and do this or do that? Is she on some type of medication? Could she be on some type of, is she going to a therapist twice a week? You don't know this woman's habits, what she's into, what she's like when you live with her. You've been dealing with her from a distance. Yeah, you go link up with her every other day, your boyfriend and girlfriend. You go out to the movies, you go out here, you go out there. But you don't know her intimately. You ain't living with her. You don't know her everyday habits, just waking up with her, smelling that morning breath, getting a whiff of that morning breath. That's real. And a lot of men don't think about that. They think it's gonna be all hunky dory. Oh, we're gonna shack up. We're gonna play house. It's gonna be all good. She's gonna let me drink all of her kids' Capri Sun juices. And I keep stressing that, but that's real. You take too many Capri Sun juices out of that refrigerator, and she got a kid. Listen, you might get your ass whooped. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you take too many Capri Sun juices out of her refrigerator, you might get your ass whipped. There's no question about it. Absolutely, you'll get your ass whipped if you keep taking the juices out the refrigerator. It's gonna happen to you. Sinclair says, "Is that a plastic knife?" Yeah. That is a plastic knife. Yeah, I was eating. I had a gyro with and I was cutting it up. I had a gyro earlier. I was cutting it up, and I had just potatoes with it. So this is the knife. It is a plastic knife, Sinclair. You got me. Okay. You got me. All right. I was cutting up my gyro earlier. Now I got me some snack. This is my favorite cheese, by the way. So if you ever see me on 7-Eleven on the streets, these are my favorite cheese. Snack mix. Do not either these or the white cheddar. I'm not messing with no don't get me the double cheese Cheez-Its. I hate the double cheese Cheez-Its. Hate them. Get me these or the white cheddar. I'm good. Right? But anywho, listen, you know, this is just a cautionary tale, and it's really sad. It's really sad because, you know, a lot of men get themselves in these types of situations, and, you know, it's really sad, man. It really is. Just to see, you know, getting kicked out your house in the middle of the winter because, you know, pretty much she kicked them out because, you know, she cheated. She cheated, and, you know, she don't want to face him. She don't want to deal with the reality of still dealing with him. She probably don't want to be with him no more. That's why she cheated. But she don't want to deal with the whole, you know, the backlash of her cheating. So, you know, let's just kick him out. Let's kick him out. Let's get rid of him. He's in a snow bunny crisis, you know? You know? So, man, it's just something for men to learn, because at the end of the day, you know, a lot of men are going to end up in these types of situations. Shout out to Dr. Strange. See, Dr. Strange's in the building. What's good? The Dr. Strange in the building. Salute, salute, salute. You know, a lot of men are going to end up in these types of situations, and it's going to be predominantly younger men, because younger men, they're more prone to, let me go shack up with this girl. She got her own place. Let me go shack up with this girl. She got her own apartment. She got her own house. Because I've been there. I've done that before. I've dealt with like women that had their own apartments, had their own places, and I was like, you know, living with my mom, and I just go over to their crib and, you know, shack up with them, play house, you know? And you got to realize, like, when you choose to make that jump of, oh, let me go live with her, let me go stay with her, let me go be the little simple, let me go be the little stepdaddy, you're taking a high risk, because all it takes is one argument, and you're going to be on your keister. And listen, the winter ain't nothing to play around with. I heard it's snowing. It's actually snowing in California. The winter is nothing to play with right now. The crazy part is that it's snowing in California, and I'm in New York right now, and it's hot. I just went outside. It had to be at least 58 degrees out there. It's pretty warm. So the winter is nothing to play around with, depending on where you at. You know, normally in New York it'd be freezing, but you know, the winter is nothing to play around with. You get kicked out your girl's crib because you mouthing off to her, or she cheated on you or something like that. She don't want to be with you no more. I mean, where you gonna go? You like Sinclair said, you're gonna gas up that Toyota Terkel 2002. I mean, that's going to be the only suggestion that you have, you know? Shout out to DJ Graves. DJ Graves is in the building. Salute to DJ Graves. In the place to be. DJ Graves says, yo, what's good, my G? You reviewing music or not this stream? Nah, I'm not reviewing music tonight, man. Not tonight. Not tonight. I was going to earlier today, but then I realized I did a stream on Friday. Yeah, I did Friday. I was on the stream for like a good hour and change. So I was like, I'm not gonna review music tonight. Like, you know, I just wanted to come on here with a topic, talk to y'all, give y'all my thoughts on this story. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna do more review shows, DJ Graves. Most definitely, I'm gonna do more. I'm definitely gonna do more. I'm gonna do more review shows. So they definitely coming, bro. Definitely coming. They're gonna be more so on the weekend though. Like you won't see me doing them during the week. Like maybe on a Friday, but other than Friday, that's about it. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's the only time I'm gonna do them. I'm never gonna do them like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You know what I mean? You'll see me like on a Saturday, Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, Friday doing them. But they're definitely gonna come. I'm gonna do more. No question, they're coming. But in terms of this whole kerfluffle here, man, I just want young men to wake up. Wake up. Stop being a hobosexual. Stop it. Stop going from couch to couch, queen size bed to queen size bed. You know, just for a place to stay. Just for, you know, listen, you better off going to prison. You know, getting 3 hots a day. Oh man. DJ Graves says, all right, man, I'll catch you next time. You reviewing music, PCE. Hey, man, listen, I do more than review music, DJ Graves. Listen, this is a content channel where we talk about everyday topics, man. You need to tune into the everyday topics, man. Everything and about music. We got to get to this news, man. There's a lot going on in the world, man. You know? For all you know, a bomb could be, you know, being dropped on your head, and you want to bump the brand new Drake. You got to get in tune to this news, man. You know, get in tune to what's happening around you, man. A lot of stuff going on, man. A lot of men are getting finessed out of money. You know, a lot of stuff is going on in the world right now. Sinclair, exactly, Sinclair. Sinclair says we're a research. Shout out to Sinclair. Warning. This is 1000% a research channel. This is all about research here. This is all about research. This is a research channel. This is definitely a research channel. I like to read. Yeah, this is definitely a research. I definitely want to look at this channel as a research channel. Thank you, Sinclair. Exactly. But, you know, listen, the message tonight is just for men to move better, move smarter. You know, I may have to stop doing the review shows. Now, if that's all y'all want to be tuned into, I may have to stop doing it. I'm not going to stop doing it altogether, but I may have to stop doing them as frequently, because if that's all you want to see, because I got way more to offer to the mic than just reviewing music. Like, I like to review music, but not all the damn time. I got other things to talk about. There's too much going on in the world. You know what I mean? I got too much to talk about to be listening to niggas songs all day. No disrespect to nobody making music. I mess with the people who make music. You know, I rock with y'all, but there's a lot going on in the world right now, man. You know what I mean? You got Trump and Biden going at it. You know what I mean? China still flying balloons over our heads. You know? Diddy still zesty. A lot going on. You know? Keep it in the buck. That's just my thoughts, you know? Y'all forgive me for chewing in this mic, you know? I just want a little snack, little Cheez-It snacks. How long I been on here? Hold on. I've been on here for at least an hour. Okay. Yeah, so I'm probably going to close it out, because I just want to talk about this story and break it down. Salute to Sinclair. Salute to Sinclair for riding out. Salute to Dr. Strange. Salute to DJ Graves. Know what I mean? Salute to everybody that came out tonight. Know what I mean? While I got people in here, I should have probably did this a little earlier. Check out my trailer. Hold on. Check out my trailer real quick. Check out this trailer. Why my trailer don't work? Hold on. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Hold on, y'all.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy True and Livin checking in. March 22nd, I want y'all to check out my new shit, man. Long Way From Home. I want y'all dancing off beat like this white girl. You know what I mean? With the headphone wires hanging low. No AirPods, know what I mean? Check my shit out March 22nd. This is for the real ones, for the real G's, know what I mean? Long Way From Home.
Gotta do some promo, you know. I got an album coming out March 22nd. It's called Long Way From Home, you know. Exactly, Dr. Strange. That's what this channel is. The checking. Exactly. We're here to, you know, I'm here to break down. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like to do music reviews. I love to do music reviews. I love to, if I didn't love to do it, I wouldn't do it. I love doing it. But this channel is about more than just music reviews, bro. I didn't start this channel doing music reviews. I started this channel doing, like, you know, talking about everyday topics, you know, whether it be celebrity news or whether it be current news and, you know, that's happening in the world. Like, I started this news like that. I started this channel like that, actually. Dr. Strange says, let's go. Salute to Dr. Strange. Sinclair says, why does she have the phone and earphones near her ear? She was just vibing out, you know. She got the headphones, you know. It was like, you know, a throw. Remember the throwback. Remember the Zoom. You ever had a Zoom, Sinclair? This is before iPod. Excuse me. This is before iPod. The Zoom. Remember the Zoom? The Zoom was like, the Zoom was the size of this. The Zoom was the size of this. It's like this big. It was way bigger than the iPod. She had a Zoom in with the headphones, just vibing out. How many of y'all remember the Zoom? The Zoom was the size of a tablet. To be honest, when you really go back to the Zoom was the size of a tablet. Let me see if I can look it up real quick. The Zooms them joints was big, man. Them joints was big. Zoom. Cause I'm back when this is when iPod first came out. Cause iPod had first came out. Like they were trying to compete with it. They put out the Zoom. I remember that. I'm like an old head for real. Here you go. The size of a tablet. Well, let me see if I can put it up. Hold on. Let me see if I can put it up. I probably can't, but because I didn't have my my Windows capture. Oh yeah, I got my thing on. Hold on. Here you go. Yeah, this right here. This is the Zoom. It's like the size of a tablet. Look at these joints. This is like what iPod was like this is what they was like beefing. They was trying to have these before back in the day. Like it was like a Zoom versus iPod. It's like the size of a tablet back. This is like 04, 03. Back in the day, like this is like 03, 04. Like they were trying to compete with iPod. That's why I say she had a little Zoom in, you know, bumping her music, you know, rocking out. What y'all know about them Zooms, man? Sinclair says, I'm old. I had a Walkman. I had a Walkman too. I remember that. I'm from the Walkman era. I remember, see the kids, they don't know nothing, bro. They don't even like, they have no idea. Like I used to get like tape cassettes like with nothing on it, and I used to tape Hot 97. I used to tape like freestyle. Like I remember back in the day, I had the Beanie Siegel freestyle where he was dissing Jada. I had that on tape, like in different songs. Like I had Eminem Purple Pills and stuff like that on tape cassette. I used to tape. Kids don't know nothing about that. They don't know nothing about your tape speeding up, and then you got to stop the tape, and you got to take all the tape off the tape deck. And it's like they have no idea about that. Like this is before Napster and Livewire and all of that. This is before that. Like I remember the days where we had to get the tape cassette and tape the music off the radio. You know what I mean? These kids have no idea about that stuff. That's from a whole nother century. And the crazy thing is, these kids will never know. They will never know what that's like. They'll never know what it's like to record something off like with a tape deck. They'll never know what it's like to go to a store and get like physical media, whether it be a DVD or a CD. They'll never know that. That's crazy. They'll never know an era without social media. I remember an era without social media. Men and women were vastly different. We need how they have BC and AD, before Christ, after Christ. They should have BSM, ASM, before social media, after social media, because the way women acted before social media and how they acted after is completely different. Women are not the same after social media. I'm talking about an era before MySpace, an era before Black Planet, before AIM Messenger, an era before all of that. These kids will never know what it's like. They have no idea what it's like. And I think that's kind of sad, to be honest with you. Dr. Strange says, word up, back when you was recording off the radio, you'd have to shush someone if they walk in the room talking, because it would pick up their voices. That's a fact. That's a fact, man. Yeah, that's a fact. Had to tell people to be quiet, you know what I mean? You try to record something off the radio. That's like a whole era that's gone, bro. That's like a whole era that's gone. And I think that's why you don't see artists going diamond anymore. You don't see artists with because people really cared about the artists back then. Like you remember like staying up to watch a music video, or you remember calling in 106 in Park to see your favorite video, or voting for it or something like that. Like you remember that stuff. You remember calling in Dr. Strange, you from New York, remember Flavor videos? Bobby Simmons? Remember Bobby Simmons Flavor videos? Or Music Box? Ralph McDaniels? Calling in, hey, I want to see this video, I want to see that video. That era is gone. These kids don't know that. All they got to do is type in their favorite video. Yo, I want to see Drake's new video. Type it in, boom. Yo, I want to see this new video from NBA YoungBoy. Type it in. They don't know what it's like to have to call in a VJ, request a song, hope that they play, because that's the thing. You would call and make the request, but you would hope that they will play, because they may not play it. You may call too late, you may call too early, they may not feel like playing your video, they may not have the video. That whole era's gone. Yeah, Video Music Box, that stuff, all of that stuff is gone. They don't know nothing about that. And I feel like, like back in those eras, people cared more about the artists. You're not gonna get no 250 kids to run into no store to buy no NBA YoungBoy album. I highly doubt it. You know, like how them kids was running to them stores to get those albums, like, you know, from a Jay-Z or a Nas or a Ludacris or whoever was popping at that time. You know what I mean? Whoever the artist was popping at that time. You know, I'm Redman, Method Man. Like, you're not gonna get 250 kids to go to the store to go get no NBA YoungBoy or no Little Baby. They wouldn't do that. That's why I say this era, even though I'm kind of going off into a tangent about something completely different, but this era is completely different because you can't really compare this era of hip hop to like 30, 20 years ago, because these kids don't know what it's like to stand in front of a Tower Records or a CD World for a tape or a CD. They don't know what that's like. They don't know what that's like. They don't know what it's like to go to a CD, a record store, scan a CD, and listen to like snippets of songs to see if you like an album. They don't know what that's like. You know, everything is just easy access. You know, everything is based off of streams and how many people watched your videos and all this other stuff. Like, you know what I mean? That's cool and all, but it's a completely different era, man. You know what I mean? Completely different world, you know? It's a different world from where you come from. I'm just going off into a tangent, you know, don't mind me. I just want to speak. Sometimes I just like to rant. You know? You don't remember Flavor videos, Dr. Strange, Bobby Simmons? Everybody know video music box with Ralph McDaniels. Everybody know that. Everybody know video music box. Some people don't know about Flavor videos with Bobby Simmons from Sesasonics. Some people don't know about that. That's throwing it back. That's old school New York right there. Like, that's like a whole nother era. Sinclair says, when talent reigns supreme. Exactly. These kids, like, and I hate to sound like that old grandpa on the porch with the with the hand like the, you young kids, get off my lawn, get off my damn lawn, stay off my damn fence. I hate to sound like, you know, like the old grandpa, but you know, it's real. It's real. You can't compare, like literally, you can't, if you look at the artists from back then and you compare them to the artists now, like, you can't compare them. You can't compare a NBA YoungBoy to a DMX. You can't compare the two. The only three artists that I would say you could probably put back then is probably Drake, Cole, and Kendrick. Those are the only three artists. If you would have dropped them, like, you know, late 90s, early 2000s, I think that they could have a career. But the rest of these dudes, like, you name them, Little Baby, NBA YoungBoy, Dirk, you name them, ain't nobody be talking about these dudes. These dudes are not stars like that. Nobody would be caring about these dudes. These dudes would be on a label. These dudes would be like, you know, affiliates on a label. Like, you know, they'll be signed to DTP or signed to Grand Hustle, or they'll be one of the, you know, the corporate thugs on Jeezy's label. They wouldn't be no stars like that. You know? Hip hop needs new stars too. Hip hop needs new stars. They really do. Dr. Strange says, this is why my next project won't be on streaming platforms. It will be a finite amount made and owners will own, still in digital format, but on the blockchain. That's what's up. Yeah, man. You know, I think innovators have to find new ways to, you know, get their music out there. I think that's dope. That's what I think. That's the move now, you know. You know, because, you know, I even saw Kanye talking about that, how, you know, the streaming services, they're not paying what they should be paying and stuff like that, and artists are getting robbed, and, You know, they have to work extra hard on the road and like, you know what I mean? So no, it's up for artists to find new ways to get paid, you know. Forget Apple Music, forget Spotify, you know. Spotify gonna pay you 3 cents for 1,000 streams. Like, what is that? Like, that's ridiculous. 1,000 streams, 3 cents. Like, how does that add up? How does 1,000 streams add up to 3 cents? Like, who made that? Who sanctioned that? Like, that's like, people don't be asking that. Who sanctioned that? Who allowed that? Who allowed for 1,000 streams? 1,000 streams that adds up to 3 cents. Like, who sanctioned that? Who cheapened the value of music that low to where 1,000 streams would be 3 cents? Like, and there's a famous video that's going circulating with Snoop Dogg. He's talking about how Spotify called him. Spotify called him up and said, "Hey, Snoop Dogg, you just got like 1 billion streams." He called up his accountant and his lawyer and stuff like that. He was like, "Yo, add that up. How much that is about downstream?" He said it wasn't even $40,000. It wasn't even $40,000. Artists are getting robbed, man. You can't tell me if Drake or if Kanye or if any of these big artists said, "Yo, I'm not putting my music on streaming services no more. You got to come to this website and you got to buy it, or you got to come to this concert and get my CD and buy it from me here, like physically." You can't tell me they wouldn't be up a couple M's right now and they wouldn't be able to get all their residuals and all the payments like that if they did it that way. If any of the big artists say, "Yo, I'm not going to Spotify, I'm not going to Apple Music, I'm going to go straight to my core and yo, come to this website and buy my music," you know, you got to find new ways to get paid. Dr. Strange says, "Yep, and all these artists with deals are stuck. They will never be able to make a blockchain based music project and get all the royalties themselves." Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. A record deal, when artists sign record deals, is structured to keep you in debt. That's all the labels want. They want to keep you in debt. They want to have you, you know, shucking and jiving and making songs with artists that you don't even rock with, or, you know, they want you shucking and jiving. They want to keep you in debt because they want to keep you on the label, keep you in the red, so you owe them at least 2-3 albums, 2-3, 5 more singles. It's structured to keep you in the red. It's structured to, you know. They said that the music business they has some of the worst loans. You know, the music business has some of the worst loans ever. In my opinion, I'm gonna keep it a buck. If you got any type of buzz, like there's no reason why you should sign a record deal. Like, imagine if Drake, when Drake had Best I Ever, like when he first came out, imagine if he would have just said, "You know what, I'm not gonna sign the Universal, I'm not gonna sign the Young Money, I'm just gonna go independent." Look, imagine where he would be right now if he had Dwayne co-signed and he was making all this incredible music and stuff like that. He would be 10 times bigger. He would be what Taylor Swift is, but to rap. If he would, at that point, in that moment in his career, if he would have said, "Yo, I'm going independent," he would have been 10 times bigger. And he would have kept all his money. If he would, because at that point, he had enough power to just go independent. Because you got, you know, in Best I Ever Had, that was a huge song. You looked at one of the new artists coming out, like, he would have been the guy. And he's been running rap for at least over 10 years now. Like, imagine how much money he would have made just independently, without Universal and Young Money and, you know, Birdman, you know, warming up his palms in the back. You know how Birdman do. He got his palms in the back, you know. Yeah, Playboy, you gonna split that Take Care, you know, you're gonna split that Take Care residuals. Okay, Playboy. You know, you got all those Louisiana dudes in your pockets. You know, you know. Dr. Strange says within the deals, the labels make sure to own your stage name, and in some cases your likeness. That's when your reality effed up. That's a fact. For them to own, you gotta think they own your likeness. Think about it. They was talking about making a new Def Jam Vendetta, right? They was talking about making a new Def Jam Vendetta. That's like the fight. If y'all don't know what that is, that's like it was like a fighting game. But they put all the rap artists in it, right? They was talking about making something like that. But when I was thinking about it, I was like, yo, they kind of screwed all of those artists, because what they probably did back then, I'm gonna keep it a buck. They probably had some video game guys come in. They took those guys' likenesses. They took how they move, how they looked. They put it in a game. You know what I mean? They probably gave them like a small percentage. They probably gave them a little check for like $1,000, and they tell them go on your way. They didn't see none of that money from that Def Jam Vendetta game. They didn't see none of that. They didn't see none of that money. So you got, I mean, like what you're saying is true, like that, like that they owning your likeness and stuff like that. I'm sure none of them rappers saw any type of payment from that Def Jam Vendetta Fight from New York game. Took their whole images, took their likenesses, how they move, how they walk. I mean, that's crazy. You know? Sinclair says, Doctor, so what's the advantage to signing a deal? In my opinion, if you're asking me, Sinclair, I know you're not asking me, but if you're asking me, the advantage of having a deal is this, right? This is my opinion. Most people that want record deals, right? Most people that want them are in the hood. Let's be honest. They're in the hood. They're messed up. So a lump sum of money, like $100,000 of a cash investment for your record, or some rappers, they get $1 million investment. Or a rapper, he sold he assigned a $1 million record deal. I mean, most dudes in the hood, they effed up. So I mean, the advantage is having that, that money on hand, is having that, most people, you've been working all your life to get to this level. You've been in the studio, you've been going back and forth. Your baby mama need new shoes, and your kids need, Pampers and stuff like that. You're effed up in life, and now you got this recording contract, and they're willing to give you $1 million. I mean, it sounds like a good deal at first. But then when you look into the fine print and you realizing that from day one you've been in the red, and you didn't spend all this money, you spent money on, think about it, because niggas gonna do the nigga shit. Niggas gonna buy the nigga set, which is brand new chains, brand new watches, houses, cars, jewelry. So, I mean, you done blew half your money. You ain't spend none of that money on your album. You ain't spend none of that money on your single, for the features. I mean, by the time you done run through that you're in the red. And then, God forbid, you drop that album or you drop that single and it flops, and then you really effed up. I mean, recording contracts, they're bad deals. They're bad deals from day one. Because really, you're in the red from day one, and even when you make that money back, so because plenty of artists have, because we always hear the horror stories, but sometimes we don't hear the stories that actually did work out, but the record label still effed them. Like, I think Master P is a good example of that. Master P, he sold a lot of records. I think it was for Universal. He sold a lot of records for Universal. They probably thought he was gonna flop. They thought No Limit was gonna flop. But he was sending out so many records that he was selling so many records, it was crazy. And they tried to finesse him. They was like, well, we're gonna give you $30 million for this artist's new project. He was like, nah, this $30 million for me. So I mean, listen, the hip hop industry, it's always going to be people getting finessed, because you're dealing with black people that's fresh out of the hood, that's effed up in life, And the record label is always gonna be there to take advantage of them, sadly, but it is what it is. Dr. Strange says, in my opinion, it would be the places they put you. The labels get you in places that you would never be able to book. Being independent, never. So best thing you can do is leverage that. That's true. But let's be honest, Dr. Strange. Look at Kanye right now. Look at Kanye. Kanye has the #1 album right now, all independent. Now you can say, okay, that's on the back of a Universal machine, but think about it. None of the corporations are messing with him. He got kicked out of Adidas, Apple, Spotify. None of them want to play his music. So I mean, if independent grind can work, look at Russ, look at Tech Nine, look at MF Doom. All of these dudes are proof that an independent grind can work. An independent grind could work, because they could put you in places that you never been, but if you go to those places you never been and those audiences don't receive you, or they're not receiving your music, or they're not like let's be honest, if you took Tech Nine to Hot 97 or Power 105 right now, and you gave the record station like 5 records, they probably won't play them, or they probably won't, because that's not his audience. His audience isn't the Power 105 audience. But Tech Nine, what did he do? He went out there, he hit the road, he did his independent grind, he found his audience, he found his core people that supports him. To me, that's more important than going out there and being in places that you're not going to be received well. Who wants to be in a place that you're not going to be received well by a bunch of bougie Negroes that don't respect you or your music? I'd rather just take the core base. I'd rather take the core base. If you look at all these independent artists, I mean, that's what they're doing. They're just taking their core base. Let me get my core base. That's what Kanye's doing right now, because everybody's hating on him. The music reviewers, oh, I hate Kanye, I will never review his music. All he did was tap into his core base, his core fans, people that love his music. He just tapped into that. You know what I mean? That's what all these independent artists have done, because the average listener is not going to listen to a Tech Nine or independent artist. They're going to listen to whoever their favorite artist is. Everybody isn't going to be a Drake or a Kanye or a J. Cole. Sometimes you may have to do the independent grind. There's success in it. You see rappers like Currency. There's so many success stories of independent grinds. Dr. Strange says, see, but the guys you named are a heavy drop off in comparison to a outlier like Kanye West. We can always use the extremes to make a point, but it's about the average more so, in my opinion. I agree, and I agree to an extent, because you also have to remember that Universal and Def Jam machine was behind Kanye for over a decade. So you got to remember that. But I still think an independent grind is more. An independent grind is more. What's the word? Natural than the commercial grind. Because let's be honest. When you're doing that commercial grind, the industry may get rid of you. We've seen how many artists have we seen the artists swallow and discard them? But I can sit here and name them. Joe Budden, the industry swallowed him whole and spit him out. Bigger artist than Joe Budden. How about this? Young Jeezy. Young Jeezy was one of the biggest rappers in the game at one point. Swallowed him up, spit him out. Rick Ross. T.I. So we've seen the industry swallow these artists up and spit them out. In my opinion, I'd rather have an organic fan base. an organic fan base like a Tech Nine, an organic fan base like a MF Doom. These are people that are diehards. They live and breathe with you. They live and breathe your music. Forget about the dude that heard your music on a Power 105 or a Hot 97 one time, and he probably brought your CD. He only liked one song, and it was the single. Forget about that dude. I want that core fan base. I want that organic fan base that's gonna live and breathe to your music. That's like a cult. I want those dudes. I don't want the dude that brought my CD and only like one song. I want that organic fan base. You know, I respect that. So in my opinion, I feel like the independent grind is more respectable. Because that the industry will swallow you whole and spit you out. If you're not, you're not making the music that you need to make, or you're not the guy no more. How many artists have we seen the industry literally put them on a pedestal, then spit them out? Real talk. Know what I mean? Sinclair says, Doctor, there's no lawyers that can actually integrate a good contract. Artists can't have their own attorneys to view the contract. It depends. If you come in the door with an attorney, and you don't have an attorney of the label or something like that, where it's like a conflict of interest. If you come in from day one with an attorney, you may be able to have someone look over your contract. That has happened before. Master P, he talked about that. Master P said when he signed his deal with Universal, he went to Michael Jackson's lawyer so he can get the best deal he can get with it, which was a distribution deal. Dr. Stray says most independent artists are not really independent. LOL. They get y'all still fooled. LOL. They create subsidiary labels we never heard and made the artists look like they're independent. So y'all thought I couldn't say subsidiary. Y'all forget, man. I'm from the suburbs of Long Island. Y'all thought I was gonna trip over that word. Nah, but yeah. I get what you're saying. Like, most artists that we do think are independent, they're not necessarily independent, but you can't tell me that about Tech Nine. You can't tell me Tech Nine isn't one. Tech Nine is one of the in my opinion, Tech Nine is the blueprint. If you looking for an independent grind, you should look at Tech Nine and you should look at Master P. Even though Master P was on the majors, his grind was an independent grind. So you should be looking at Master P and Tech Nine. Now you definitely gotta look at their mistakes too, because they made a lot of mistakes, especially Master P. They made a lot of mistakes, but those are some dudes you should be looking at. In terms of business savvy. Yeah, they are from another era, but I'm not like tripping off the era. I'm more so tripping off of the grind. How about this, Dr. Strange? Where is the next Master P? We don't see the next Master P. Where's the next Master P? Where's the next Irv Gotti or Dame Dash? We're not seeing that. In this era of hip hop, we just see a bunch of dudes that just want some chains and new cars, and they want to do a TikToks and get their song viral. We don't see CEOs no more. The CEO is over with. There's no more CEOs. There's no more Irv Gottis and Dame Dashes. That days is over. The CEO is gone. I think that's another thing that's hurting hip hop, that we're not seeing CEOs. CEOs were like the tastemakers. We're not seeing that no more. in this era, you need a Master P. You need a Dame Dash or a Irv Gotti right now. You need those type of guys right now. Dr. Stray says it took Tech 9 years really to get recognized across the board. Same with Doom. Same with Sean P. I mean, yeah. Listen, you can't knock them for the grind. I mean, yeah, listen, you got to put the grind in. But I mean, that goes with anything. If you sign to a major label, you got to put the grind in. I mean, that goes with anything. I just think the organic grind of an independent artist is more natural. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I mess with Currency, right? Currency, the rapper from New Orleans, right? I respect his organic, independent grind more so than, even though Wayne is a better rapper, I respect Currency's grind because Currency had to go from city to city, state to state, and prove that he can rap, that he's one of the best out of New Orleans. Like, I kind of respect that because that's more like, you know, you're earning your stripes. Like, yeah, Lil Wayne is this big star. He's the best rapper alive, all the yada, yada, yada. But yo, I'm going to city, and I'm showing you I'm one of the best rappers ever. I'm one of the best rappers out of New Orleans. And yeah, I used to rap with Lil Wayne. Yeah, when me and him was cool, we used to rap on records and stuff like that. But like, yo, I'm just as good. I'm just as great. Check me out. I'm going to city. I mean, yeah, Lil Wayne, he only doing the stadiums. He do the stadiums. I'm coming to your small city, and I'm rapping in your nightclub. I'm showing you how fly I am. I'm showing you how good I can rap. I respect that more. You know? For real. Physical, press it up era, different grind. I agree. That era's over. Nobody's pressing up a CD. Can you imagine walking up to somebody like a CEO of a label, giving them a CD? Can you imagine that? They will look at you like you're crazy. Like, CD, dog, you better get with the times, man. You better give me a SoundCloud link or a Spotify link. They don't even put CD players in cars no more. Oh man. The only physical media that's selling is vinyl, but people like vinyl. But the thing about vinyl is that people don't listen to the vinyl. They just like the decoration of it. Like, they just like to hang it up on a wall or something like that, or put it in a collection. Never even open it up. So I mean, that's the only physical thing really selling right now is vinyl. For real. Know what I mean? Yeah, man. Sinclair says, wasn't Drake's uncle and Sly in the Family Stone? Nah, his family is related to Larry Graham and the Central Station, wasn't it? Larry Graham and the Central Station. That was a funk band. They had a record called Release Yourself. Don't fight the feeling. Release yourself. Yeah, and I think Drake's pops was on that. Larry Graham in the Central Station. Look him up. I think Larry Graham is like his uncle. Central Station. Let me see. I'm looking it up right now. Larry Graham Central Station. Yeah, Graham Central Station. That's the name of his band. Yeah, Graham Central Station. Oh, they was cool with it. I think they did do records with Sly and the Family Stone. The Graham brothers. Dr. Stray says exactly. The CD player itself in mainstream anymore, not easily accessible to the CD, is phased out. When people easily can access platforms, the music they own is in. The artists will get what they deserve, and fans and owners will monetarily benefit for the first time. Also, in the process, gonna be crazy because labels will really be phased out. Yeah, it's happening. It's happening slowly. It's happening slowly. Like the labels. Like like Dr. Stray, look at Def Jam right now. Me and my friend was talking about this today. We were saying like there's no stars on Def Jam. Rihanna ain't dropped an album in over a decade. Justin Bieber, he drops an album whenever he feels like it. Kanye's not there no more. There's nobody on Def Jam. There's no stars on Def Jam. There's always been like stars on Def Jam. Whether you go back to the Rihannas, whether you go back to the Jay-Z, the DMXs, the Jazz, whether you go back to the Warren G's, the Redmans, whether you go back or Method Man, you go back before that, you go to the LLs, the Beastie Boys, Run DMC, Public Enemies. There's always been stars on Def Jam. There's no stars on Def Jam right now. There's no stars there. The biggest star they got right now is 2 Chainz, and 2 Chainz he's out of here, man. He's been washed for over 5 years, in my opinion. Too crazy. Dr. Strange says, I thought Def Jam closed. Nah, they still open, man. They still hiring. He said, I thought they closed, man. They still hiring, man. Crazy. Yeah, that is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm gonna close it out tonight, man, because I'm getting tired, man. Had a little bit to drink. Probably drink this beer and call it a night, man. But salute to Dr. Strange. Salute to Sinclair. Salute to all the mods. Salute to all the people on the cloud. Salute to everybody that came out tonight. I just want to talk about this story on a late night special. I'm gonna call this a tea sipper special because we got into the tea tonight. We got into the tea. Oh, shout out to Nelly. Yeah, Nelly was checked in earlier. She was watching that video you was talking about, Sinclair, with the woman that left her kid in the car. Yeah, that was crazy though. The woman that left her kids in the car. I'm gonna be honest with you. Before I get out of here, I just want to say this. When people do that, I just want to say this. When people do that, I think that ultimately the kids should automatically go to CPS off the rip, and the CPS should have them for at least a month, just to show the parents how real, because it is an epidemic. Because there's a lot. Because even the guy said it that. Well, actually, it was a different video. I was watching a different video about this with this other woman. And he told the woman, he was like, yo, you left your kids in the car. We had at least 7 kids pass away because parents are doing this. So it's really an epidemic. Mostly you see it with pets, but it happens to small children as well. So I think off the rip, the kid should go to CPS for at least 7 months. That's off the rip. And I think the parents should do some time, man. You know, have them sit down for at least, 2-3 years, maybe 5, depending on how, how bad it was, Because I mean, it's ridiculous. Why are you leaving your kid in a hot car? It doesn't make sense. Just because you want to get your little meager goods and services, you want to get your little whatever you got to get in Family Dollar or Walmart or Target, wherever you're shopping. It's ridiculous. But ultimately, I'm gonna say goodnight. I just like to rant sometimes, but yeah, I'm gonna say goodnight. Salute to all the mods, salute to Sinclair, salute to Dr. Strange, salute to all the mods, salute to everybody in the clouds. I will see you guys another video another time. Hope you guys have been entertained as well as enlightened. See you guys another stream. We out of here, man. Y'all have a good night, man. We out.
Reppin' the road, foreign guys on my name and they toes. These studies acknowledge me, honestly. Put the seat back in the Odyssey. Bodies, your little mama wanna suck in the swallow me.